Good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's another day and another scholarship. Today's scholarship we're going to be exploring study opportunities for international students. And without further ado, we'll get started. This scholarship opportunity is available at the University of Cal. And it's open for a master's degree. Okay, so let's consider, there are 10 international master's degrees that are available. It is taught in English, so English language is not a compulsory requirement. Okay, it caters for allowance, boarding and lodging. These are the benefits you have. Okay, 3,000 pounds, and so euro, I mean to say, allowance. And of course, if you're an international student, okay, there's something more to note here before that. Okay, in this scholarship, 120 scholarships is available for foreign students. Yes, 120. So yeah, you can be one of the people who's learning this opportunity, international student. So we'll check out the call, which are open shortly, and consider what does the call entail. And let's go ahead and see other requirement. Okay, so the call for the application is also here, and how to go about it. Consider the over 5,000 requests. Now, scholarship for 3-year single cycle. So attention, other languages that the course is taught in is in Italy, among other things. So let's consider our program. Let's consider the deadline. Deadline for application is April 10, 2024. Let me open the how to apply so we can look at it together. Yeah. So here is the call, and we can actually understand what the call entails. You are expected to read all of this now. However, there is something quick you must know, that in the as far back as 2023 or as recent as 2023, there wasn't this application fee. However, this year it has been introduced. I believe strongly the goal is to reduce the number of applicants, at least to cut down the number of people who surely do need this and may not be able to further without the scholarship. So there are things to know. One, in order to participate in the call for application, the second cycle, degree cycle, 2 years master degree taught in Italy, it is required that students have economic conditions not lower than the ones of students in need, for which the state provides support with scholarships by declaring to have a family income higher than. So if your family income is not higher than this, of course I believe per annum, then you are most likely going to fit into the criteria on applicants. Now, good thing about it is that the number of documents that used to be a challenge to international students, and they are not required this time around. So before completing the admission application, we recommend that you prepare the following documents. First, the first page of your passport, of course your international passport. Curriculum vitae is CV. I've always mentioned it, and I think in so many of the videos on this channel I've highlighted some of the major things you should include in your CV. Preferably, I will always emphasize this for sake of urgency and curiosity. Never you highlight work experiences that is more than 3 years. That's your 3 most recent, your your most recent 3 years work experience rather. So this is 2024. Your work experience should not exceed 2021, except if it is a sustained work experience in a relative discipline that applies to your course of study. Take for instance, you're applying for business management, and then you've been into business, managing business for somebody, and then you serve as enterprise manager, then product manager. Yeah, you can fill in that even if it spans over 10 years, because they are interconnected. All that you must ensure is that there is a chain of connection, and there are practical things you've learned at certain stages that connects with this. So those must be skills you add. But if there are no connections and no sustainability of the jobs, please discard and identify the your most recent 3 years work experience. Your high school diploma, of course, your bachelor's degree, high school diploma, your O levels, a bachelor's degree, of course, your university, college, HND, whichever one, your university transcript of records. That is the courses. Your transcript of records, student transcript may fly, official transcript will always fly. University syllabus is the list of all the courses you took during your undergraduate, and this one you are the one to type it. Just type it in a Word format, save as PDF, and have it handy. I'll give you a quick advice. When you type it, say Echo 101, for example, Introduction to Economics. Write a brief description of what the course entails. Echo 101 is Introduction to Microeconomics. What is the objective of the course? What is the focus? For universities that give student student handbook, you'll find all of those courses there and a brief overview of it. Just highlight in maximum of 2 lines, 17 to 25 words, and you should be done with that. So that will be your compilation. Now if you have an Italian language certificate, of course write it. English language certificate is not compulsory for you to have IELTS. An English language proficiency test is good, but a proficiency letter, English proficiency letter from your school by the registrar will also fly here. So get that and you're good to go. Other useful document, you don't need a SOP, you don't need a recommendation letter, you don't need any of those. They are not compulsory, but you can attach it. Say for me, if you have a work experience portfolio, something, I would suggest you attach them here. Other useful documents, these are things that gives you added advantage, especially considering the course you intend to apply for. Then you must take note of the deadline once again, and this will be all for this. Now here is the second document, the second call that so it's a 3 years masters. You must take note of that. All of these are descriptions. You can take your time to read it. I want to just go through the courses and explain. Now these are the degrees. The slots available for each degree course, with or without a scholarship, are as follows. Students in need, there is with scholarship. All of these courses are 10 in number. So there are 10 students who will be shortlisted for each of these. So your health, biotechnology, nutritional science, environmental and territorial safety, engineering, telecommunication, robotics, physics, mathematics, chemistry, and all of that. Students in need with scholarship, a total of 100 students is sorted for. Students not in need but with scholarship, a total of 20 of them. Students not in need who will be paying their school fees themselves, 129. Then the total slots available is 249, plus or minus 250. So now you are competing in the first 100. So what is required of you? Admissions letter. You read through the procedures, declaration of value. Now after enrollment, applicants will have to submit to the International Relations Division Welcome Office Service via Savino Residential, and you can see it's necessary to submit a declaration of value issued by the Italian diplomatic representation in charge of their territory. As an alternative, the certification issued by this organization in Italy or in English, such as a statement of comparability. So you can just read it. You realize that you need to submit a proof of value that you have, How to apply and the deadline. You can see applicants will have to pay a €10 fee to participate. Please take note of this. I know that some of you may consider it a huge money, especially for a country like Nigeria where the value of naira has been largely devalued, and so almost any international currency is worth a bucks and hundreds. But then, considering the benefits accrued if you would put the necessary work going through the videos on the channel on how to ace your application, I bet you that it will just be a little drop in the mighty ocean. So in order to compete for the slots for students in need, applicant must declare a family income of less than these amounts: €26,000 if the applicant is independent of his or her original household. That is, if you're not attached to your parents, you're no longer living under their roof, feeding from them, you must be able to declare that you have less than this amount. If you belong to a member of two, maybe you're a family of two persons, you must be able to declare that you have less than this amount. And if it is you belong to a household of 3 or more, somebody like me who belongs to a household of 8, you can guess where I fall. I fall in the third category. Worse still, I happen to be the first generation graduate who is also a postgraduate, and you'd imagine the struggle of coming from a family where even the month will not show up to £200, So I had to go through all that and apply for scholarships, and I'm glad to be a beneficiary of quite a few. So to compete for the slots, and you must submit before this deadline. Now there are merit rankings. You can read it through. Just open and then you see every other document that is required. So to keep it short, of course, the student who does not obtain at least 20 CFU credits by 30 November 2025 will be required to return the amount received. So you only begin to receive this stipend. I'm highlighting this place for case sensitivity. So please take note of this. This column, you have to get 20 credits, 20 equivalent crediti formative universitary. So you need to get at least 20 credit worth of this by March 2025, and with that you are eligible to continue enjoying the pocket money. Else you have to return every amount you have received. So the winners will receive operational instructors, procedures and deadlines to be observed in order to benefit for the aforementioned scholarship under penalty of exclusion in the letter of acceptance and all of it. So every other thing, proficiency in the Italian language, so you have all of that stated. There will be verification, of course. Such huge amount, don't expect it to be without checks and balances. After I establish that, you click the how to apply, and I can bet you that you're in for it. Now if you have any challenge, please do well to leave comments. Let me know where you're watching from, what other scholarship videos you expect me to shoot, what country scholarship opportunities you love to see, and then what documents are you having struggle with that you like me to shed light on. Your win is my joy, and until we all win, there is no winning. Remember, quitting is never an option. Until I see you in the next video. Ta-da!